Hey guys, HellsF1rst here with an Eternal Return video. Today we're going to go over the tier lists of what the characters do, why you want to use them in the game for the best possible results when going at it solo. So we're going to start with the S tier, right? And in the S tier, we've got Fiora, who uses the rapier, and she is an absolute badass. The rapier is the weapon you want to use with Fiora. She's going to do immense amounts of damage really fast. Her entire kit is based around mass damage, really quick. It's got an incredibly low skill ceiling, and it is fun to use. Then we go on to Aya. Now, Aya is absolutely incredible, but you don't want to use her with a pistol. You want to use her with the assault rifle, which is going to give her a little more damage penetration and speed in her shots to help slow people and put them down. She's also very straightforward and simple to use. Then we jump on to Luke. Now, I for one don't own Luke, but he is a god. I'm sure you've run into him out in the world and he just wrecks your face. You don't even know what just happened and you're dead. He's a really fun character to play from what I've seen. He's the next one I'm going to be purchasing to play with because he's a god, right? Then Jackie, lo and behold, the crazy-ass woman with the chainsaw, but you don't want to use the daggers or the axe or the two-handed swords. You want to use the dual swords. That's going to be your best possible bet at doing max damage. And Jackie is so fast. She can get away from anyone. She can catch up to anybody. Beautiful character if you're looking to just stomp face all day long, right? Then we've got Zahir, my personal favorite, to dominate the beginning of the A tier class, okay? Just mammoth damage, incredibly hard to play though. All of his abilities are skill shots. You got to understand exactly what to play and when to play it and how to lead people and how to guess where they're going to be. But because of that, he does a shitload of damage to anything that he actually lands. So he's really fun to play. Now you got Isol, if I'm pronouncing his name right. He is an absolute god as well. He can also jump into being stealth, which allows you to get out of a scenario, or you can jump towards somebody to close the gap. Really fun to play, really good at escaping death. So if you're finding that you have trouble figuring out a fight and you're in the middle of stuff and you wish you could get out, he's probably the guy for you. Now Nadine, she's up next on our list here, and she is absolutely insane, right? I mean, this chick is nuts, but you don't want to use the bow. You want to use the crossbow, okay? And she's got some ranged attacks that seriously put people on their ass. You're going to enjoy playing her, I promise, especially if you want to stand back from the fight just a little bit so you have a chance to maybe run away. She's going to be the one to help you do that. Just a badass. All around badass. Then we've got Zukai. Now, this giant fat bastard right here is a tank. He can take so much damage, and when he's fully maxed out, he takes no damage whatsoever. He's a god. Really fun. Really strong. If you want to get in the middle of the shit, this is the guy to do it for you. Then we've got the opposite spectrum, Kathy, who's more of a support. She is incredible at support. On top of that, she does mass amounts of damage. There's some people on the internet that claim she is the best character in the entire game. I don't know. I don't own her, but I've seen her played by a couple of my friends and a bunch of people on the internet, and she seems pretty badass, right? Then we go into the B tier, starting with Yuki. This man is insane. And most people want to use the dual swords because you think it's great. No, you want the two-handed sword, that samurai katana. This man hits like a truck, and he hits fast. If he can get up next to you, you're dead. So if you're using him, you're literally wiping the floor with people without even thinking twice about it. The fact that he's a B tier, I don't know. I might agree with that. I might not. It's all preference at this point. But then we go on to Heart. Now, personally, I've gotten my face rocked by this chick. Literally just smashed on the ground before I knew what was happening. She's a very unique character to play, a little more difficult than most, but she's still down here in the B tier ranking because she just doesn't do enough damage, right? So then, moving along to Adela. Now this is also skill shots 100% of the way. Dropping everything she can. Really fun to play. Not that effective though. If you want a skill shot character and you want to do a lot of damage, just hop back to Zahir on the A tier list, because you're not going to do as much with her and she's just as difficult to play. But we can still play her and have a good time, right? Then we've got Adriana. She is an AoE monster, and if you've ever been stuck in her fire blast, it hurts. It's a little hard to get out of because it kind of slows you down. It's a crazy character. I mean, using a flamethrower, and she's absolutely nuts. I'm guessing that flamethrower is to light her pipe. Bitch is smoking weed nonstop. She dominates. But B tier, so not as much damage as the other 2 tiers above that. Then we've got Shiora, right? And Shiora is like a mage, a power mage. She does a ton of damage and is really quick on her feet, but not enough to jump into the A or S tiers. She will be fun for you to play. I enjoy playing her, but it's more just having a good time, not trying to win with her because her win rate's not that high. Okay. Then Razi. Now Razi's in the B tier list here, and I kind of disagree with this. I kind of say she should be in the A tier because her ability to flip over somebody and completely make them lose their train of thought or destroy any skill shots whatsoever is pretty sweet. So I'd put her in the A, but in the new list she's in the B tier. So we're gonna go ahead and leave her there. Right? Then we're jumping into the C tier. Now these are characters you probably don't even want to play, but you know, if you have to play something because you don't have anybody better, Hanwoo starts off this list. Now, what my fists are for. I've got my ass kicked by him, I'm not gonna lie, but I think they got the lucky jump on me. Every time I play him, he's not that great. He's got a couple combos. If you can land it on somebody a couple levels under you, yeah, you're gonna win the fight. But in a 1v1, 9 times out of 10, you're not winning that fight. You lose that fight. Then we jump on to Bernice. Is it Bernici? I don't even know. Now this guy shoots hard as fuck. The fact that he's all the way down here in C tier is nuts, but it's because it's a slow time to kill. You can help finish someone off with them, maybe in duos or in trios. He might help out a little more, but as a solo player, C tier is where he stays because he's just not going to be good enough to hop out of that. Now they kind of nerfed Lee Daylin, how the fuck you pronounce her name, but she still does an immense amount of damage. One of my buddies plays her specifically only, and he loves her because she does incredible damage really fast as long as you know how to use her. Her skill set's kind of weird because you got to be drunk to do some damage, but it adds another element that I think is quite fun, and she does hit hard. So give her a shot, but she is C tier, so you're probably not going to win a lot of games. Then we jump on to Magnus. Magnus literally used to be up on the top. Now he's kind of just dropping. It feels like every time they do an update, he drops. But he is still kind of a badass. But you're going to want to use him with his bat, not his two-handed hammer. And you'll see, he's decent. Not the best, not the worst. Kind of middle of the road, which is kind of what C tier is all about. Then we got Emma. Emma used to be good as well, but the shurikens feel like they just keep getting nerfed a little bit. They're not doing as much damage as the normal baseball throws. So she kind of lacks in the DPS. She kind of lacks in the fun factor of her skill set. She's kind of just blah all around. She's cool to look at. That's about it, you know? Then we've got Hygiene. Now, I don't play this, but one of my friends does, and it's a perfect combo for duos with Zahir. She is a powerhouse, and her, you want the shuriken for her best possible builds, and she does crazy damage, and I love her entire skill set. It is truly the most unique based on what I've seen in this game so far. We got a lot of characters coming still, but right now it's a pretty fun character to play. Then let's drop down to the D tier. Okay, we're talking horrible players that you should avoid at all costs. Right here, Sisela. She sucks. There's nothing good about her. I mean, she's got to be on an IV to survive, obviously. Nothing good about it. So that's the first character to steer clear of because you don't want to be there. Then Shoichi. another character that is just worthless. I've tried playing him. It's not fun. He literally is. I mean, look, he can't even see. His fucking eyes are closed. Horrible character. Stick away. Don't come anywhere near it. Then we've got Sylvia. She used to be decent. Can't speak right now. She used to be decent. But they nerfed the hell out of her over and over, and now you don't even want to play her. You're wasting your time. She may look awesome on this motorcycle, but it doesn't work well in-game. So another one, stay away, do not touch. Then, to finish the D off, we've got Lennox, right? He is, or she, sorry, is horrible. She's hot, but she's horrible. Not good in the slightest. You're not going to do enough damage, no matter what you do. You lose. Horrible character, okay? Then we've got an F tier, okay? The most useless, worthless, not even worth looking at ever in your entire life in this game, Barbara. This bitch sucks. There's nothing good about her. Nothing. Useless in all aspects of the word. The absolute worst you can get in the game. Barbara, don't touch her. Don't unlock her. She's a free unlock right now. Do not waste any adventure coins unlocking her once she's not on the free rotation, because she's not worth it in the slightest way. So this has been my tier list for May of 2021. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it helps you decide who you want to work on, who you want to master. And remember, S tier and A tier, you're fine. B tier, you're going to be working a little bit harder. C and D, can't talk. C and D tier, you're definitely not going to want to play with unless you absolutely have to. And please don't play Barbara. Do not play Barbara. Well, I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Subscribe if you did. Help me make more of these. And as always, I'm HellsF1rst. And until next time, ta-ta.